private moment and he went to actually masturbate. Wow. Lee Strasberg at the Actor Studio. It's been said when actors went on stage and they forget the attention must be paid to the characters, the roles they are playing, they start to just think about how they feel on the stage, what they're going through as actors, how are they coping with everything from their life. He called that out. He doesn't want any mental masturbation, emotional masturbation, or physical masturbation on that stage. As a matter of fact, there's somebody who was telling me that many years ago, I wasn't around, I wasn't a member of the Actor Studio then. There's somebody who told of one scenario when one actor misunderstood what it means to reveal, thinking that he was a brilliant actor and he was going to reveal his truth and show the people in the audience himself and his private. They had to put a stop to it because that's not what it means to be a creative person. That's not what it means to be a character. Just because you're revealing private moments, private glimpses into who you are, revealing stuff about yourself and about your family, that doesn't make you a dignified character. That makes you a one-sided character who is self-indulgent, who is ego-driven. Prince Harry's one-sided character. One thing he doesn't have, he doesn't understand complexity. He doesn't understand the gray in between the white and the black. He talks about his family as the institution. He wants a family. He doesn't want an institution. Institution left to the side. He went to be happy. He looks anything but happy. He looks miserable. And he's under another regime controlled by the one and only B-list celebrity. The beard and the baldness, he talks about it in the beginning of the interview with Anderson Cooper. And he says, oh, my brother Willie, he started to lose his comparison, his resemblance to mommy, to Princess Diana, because he was losing hair faster than I was. And then Anderson Cooper says, that was extreme. That's a little bit extreme, isn't it? And then he just responds by saying, it's brother competition. But why doesn't Anderson Cooper go on to say, can you be a little bit more detailed? The same way that you like to be detailed about everything else. Because what I have to say about this, in comparison to the film they did, the horror film on Netflix, somebody has taught him how to describe scenarios using all the senses. And that's something that actors use to create emotional scenes, to create emotions for the audiences watching. If you're using your senses, if you're involving all of your senses when you're describing a scene, a scenario, an event, the people that you are describing it to, us, the viewers now watching him, will be much more taken into that, and we will believe because of it. So when it comes to what he feels comfortable to talk about, which is blame media on the accident of his mother, he uses his senses in describing it. When it comes to describing something that's so vile as with him saying such horrible thing about his brother's appearance, he's going bald, which nobody can help. One's physical change as we get older. Why doesn't Anderson Cooper come back to say, why would you say that? More than just that's a brotherly rivalry that happened. Why would you talk about that? Because to me, the fact that he mentions that, and then he'll go on to mention about the fact that he grew the facial beard. And there was something that was, again, a dispute between him and his brother, because Prince William did not want him to have the facial hair. The Queen didn't want him to have the facial hair for the wedding to Meghan. Then the Queen said it was okay, but he says that Prince William, Prince of Wales, William, did not want him to have the facial beard. And I think the reason, because he mentions it in the other interview with the ITV guy, he says the reason he didn't want to take off his beard is because he was afraid that Meghan would not recognize him while walking down the aisle. And I've always said, even before the book came out, even before the fragments from the book were leaked, I've always said, I have a video that I did some time ago, and I said the reason he doesn't want to take the beard off, the facial hair, is because I am sure, this is just my opinion, as all my videos are just my opinion, is because Meghan doesn't want him to take it off, because when he takes it off, if you look at the pictures with him without the facial hair, he looks a lot younger. He doesn't like that side of him where he looks younger without a beard. Why does he have to make such a big thing about shaving of the beard. He wants us to believe that he goes into details and he's telling us the truth, everything that has to do with everything that's poisonous towards other people. But when it comes to him and Meghan, he only reveals 10% of the truth. He actually gave away in the other interview that he did not want to take off his facial hair. He wants us to believe that it's because that's the new him. That was the new Harry, the one who was becoming the man. He was changing into something better. But then he was able to let it slip. He said, I did not want Meghan to walk down the aisle at the wedding and not recognize me without the facial hair, because I still believe that she is not wanting to see him without the facial beard. I told you about a personal stuff in my life when this guy had no lips. I know I'm saying this, and I couldn't stand him because he had no lips, but I wanted to like him. Bad, toxic way of wanting to go into a relationship. I admit it. At that time, I didn't see it. So I came up with the idea, why don't you leave facial hair on your face? As soon as he did, you can't see where the lips begin. You can't see where the lips end. So the person looks like they have more lips, fuller lips. Meghan is making him, in my opinion, keep the facial hair. That's why it was such a big debate. Probably William knew that, but he doesn't go to say that. He only tells parts of the events that make him look good, that make her look good. He's going on with his monologue, and the other character doesn't challenge him with direct questions. Whenever there was a challenge looking like it was going to come from Anderson Cooper or the other guy from ITV, I don't remember his name, Tom something, they were going to go for it, they stopped. But only that first poke at Prince Harry, you could see he was changing. His characteristics on his face were changing because there was so much tension, because he was being asked something that he had not an answer for. If you're going to have an answer for everything, to everything, something is not okay. Something is really wrong.